Hi everybody, welcome back to Regina's World. You know what today is? Storytime Monday. This is my favorite time of the week because I get to talk about stuff that's personal to me, stuff that has happened in my life, and I like to share these things with my audience. So first I want to thank my subscribers, old subscribers, new subscribers, future subscribers who's going to find me on this platform, and thank you so much for your support. So keep supporting by hitting that subscribe button down below. I think it's on this side. Hit it, and become part of the family. If you enjoy this story time, as you see by the title, this is going to be a very personal story time. So if you want to hear this story, please continue to watch and hit the like button. Also on this side, I think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and follow me on my social media, which is Keyshawn Reese Robinson on Facebook and Sleepless and LVNV on Instagram. Okay? So we got that out of the way. Let's get into this video. Alright, so this one is going to take some time to dissect because I don't know how this story time is going to go or the flow of it. I'm just going to talk my way through this and just get it all out. Okay, so me and my sister grew up really different. I was the baby of the family. I was pretty protected and sheltered, as pretty much usual all babies of the family. She was the middle child, so I was pretty girly and all that. She was pretty tomboy. She was the tomboy who had she pretty much emulated my older brother. He was a blood. She became a blood. She emulated him to the point where she copied how he used to write, and now to this day they write the exact same way. So growing up with her was never easy. She was actually, when I was younger, I wasn't really her target. When we were younger, her target was my actual oldest sister. We just didn't get along, and I was never shy to tell her that, I don't like you, we don't get along. But I was never really her target growing up. Her target was my other sister, and she used to beat her up all the time growing up as a kid, and then my older brother used to come home and beat her up for beating up my other sister. And that eventually stopped as my other sister got older and she got her strength, and one day she was trying to pick on her, and my sister went in attack mode and broke the door and split it in half. And that was literally the last time my sister tried to fight her, because I think in her mind at that very moment she realized, okay, I can't beat her up anymore. She might beat me up. So their relationship from that point on was no longer physical. It was just argumentative. So our relationship, her target had to go somewhere, right? So I was young and very skinny and all that stuff. So I was easily the target for her, pretty much. Easily the target. So it was a love-hate relationship between me and her all through our whole life. When I was younger, as I said in my domestic violence video, even though we had a love-hate relationship, I idolized her because of who she was. She was my sister, and the moves she used to make when I first moved out here, I idolized what she did, because even though, it wasn't the best stuff that she did, she made a lot of money doing it, and she was successful doing it, So I did idolize the stuff that she did and how she made her money and all that. And I wanted to actually follow in her footsteps. So certain aspects, she made good choices for me. I appreciate that. I appreciate her actually for moving me from St. Louis to Vegas. I appreciate that. I appreciate her for taking care of me for the first maybe year, maybe 2 years of me coming out here. When I tried to do the stuff that she was doing as the street walker, because I didn't know all the ins and outs of that stuff. I just saw the other half of her coming home with $1,500 in the morning every night. So I was like, what's the harm? Shit, you doing it, why can't I doing it? But so I thank her for protecting me in a sense, and she was like, no, you're not gonna go down that road. You're not gonna go into the sex industry. You're gonna go to college, and you're gonna go, you're gonna do what you want to do in the medical field. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that, if something actually happens in my life to this day, if something actually happens and I actually need her assistance to take the kids or help me in some kind of way, she is right there to do it. Even when we were kids, if somebody was picking on me or whatever, she's right. She'll be the first one to try to kill somebody or beat them up or whatever. I appreciate all of that. With that being said, though, everything comes with a consequence, and everything comes with a I did this for you kind of thing with her. So even though she did move me out here, even though she did put me in my first apartment and my first car, that was all taken away when I don't do something that she want me to do. If I don't, abide by what she say. If I don't, act like she want me to act. All of it can get taken away. So let me give you an example, shall we? So the first time that we actually had a argument, I think I was out here a couple days. We were living in a hotel, and I don't even remember what we were arguing about, but I do remember that I got in her face and I was like, you a selfish bitch and blah blah blah, and I hate you. And this was actually the first time I think I've ever been punched. And I remember I said she was in the gang, so she knew how to fight. I wasn't in the gang. I was a lover, still am. I'm not a fighter. I was sending your ass to jail, but that was the first time I think I ever been punched as hard as I ever been punched that day. My feet flew off the floor. That's how hard she punched me. So we was in the hotel room, a beautiful hotel room, fighting like two hood chicks. Like, we're not sisters at all. Fighting like fucking cats and dogs. Somehow I got a hold of her hair and slammed her head up against the edge of the table and cut it in half. Which I said before, we have a love-hate relationship. In the moment of us seeing blood, we literally stopped fighting and started cleaning up the blood so she won't get charged on her credit card for damaging her room. As soon as we got done cleaning up the room and stopping the blood from her head, we goes outside to the Greyhound, because I was like, I didn't come all the way out here for this bullshit. I'm going back to St. Louis. I wanted to go back home. She didn't want me to. We sitting on the side of the in front of the Greyhound station I think it's on Main Street out here in Vegas. We sitting on the curb, yelling at each other, talking about it. And she was like, I don't really want you to go, blah, 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 blah. So I decided to stay and say, fuck it. I'm just going ahead and stay. I came this far, then fuck it. Yeah, it didn't get any better after that. It just simply got worse. So as time moves on, years move on, I'm learning that my sister has this like obsession with my oldest child, right? She have a serious obsession that I don't understand why that she have this obsession with him. Maybe because, in her teenagers, she tried to have children and she couldn't have children, and I didn't ask to have children, but I ended up having children of my own, and because of that, maybe there was some resentment because of that. I don't know this for a fact. I'm just guessing that this is one of the reasons why she has such hatred towards me, because I was able to bear children and she couldn't. Just a guesstimate. But her actions in the past told me that this has to be one of the reasons. Because her obsession with my son drove her to do crazy things to me. And when I say that I felt like if I had an enemy, she is my enemy. Like, if this is my family, I mean, an enemy can't do shit to me because my family has done the most. So she has one particular time she wanted me to go get out. And I told you, she got me my apartment, right? So I get into this apartment on Charleston, right next to CSN. I'm going to CSN for my CNA license. All that, everything's good. She has an issue with me. I don't remember why she had an issue with me this time around, because she always had an issue with me about something. So at this point in time, she had an issue with me out of something. She wanted me out of the fucking apartment. She's already made the case that she wanted me out. She bought me a Greyhound ticket to go to Georgia, the whole nine. Okay, you made your point. I'm leaving. What more do you want? I guess I wasn't leaving fast enough, because she comes over this particular day. I didn't let her in. And by this time, she had already moved my oldest brother out here to Vegas. He lives in the same damn apartment as me. So she moved him out here to move him into that apartment and move me out of the apartment, right? So my brother is living there. She comes over, try to get me out. I'm like, I'm not letting you in because I don't feel like dealing with this shit today. So she gets upset. She's outside of the door trying to kick it down. The door was pretty sturdy, so it didn't move, but that was pissing her off more. So she tried to hop the wall and get on my patio, and thought that she was gonna be able to come in through the sliding door. She couldn't come in, so she outside my sliding door like, bitch, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. When I get my motherfucking hands on you, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. I'm sitting on my couch like, oh God, another day of this bullshit. So she's outside of the door calling the police like, bitch, I'm gonna get your ass arrested. I said, I already know what this is, Felicia. You want me to fight you? Once we fight, then you can say, I started you, so you can get me arrested, so I can go to jail, then you'll be able to get custody of Keyshawn. I'm like, I'm not finna fall into this trap with you. Like, bitch, I'm leaving. Like, okay, what more do you want? I'm out of here. She wanted me to go when she wanted me to go, right? Police pulls up, they come to the house, like, where the knife at? I'm like, there is no knife. They like, there's no knives in this house. I'm like, yes, there are knives in this house, but I didn't pull no knife on her. This is a lie. So they I forget what they said. I said, man, my brother is right here. He saw the whole thing. Then when she realized that she's screaming outside of the door, you better not say shit, motherfucker. If you say shit, your ass gonna be on the street, motherfucker. Trying to kick my oldest brother out because she don't want my oldest brother to tell the officer what really happened, because she trying to get me locked up. Like, what kind of sister does shit like this to you? My sister. You feel me? My sister. So the officer's like, if you didn't do anything, well, what is this about? I said, she want me to leave. She want me to leave my apartment. I said, look, officer, all my stuff is in the middle of the floor. I am packing the shit up. She wants me to go on a Greyhound. I'm leaving. What more does she want from me? She wanted me to leave now. She wanted me to get out now. So the officer like, is there any place you can go? Can you go to the Greyhound now? I'm like, fuck it. My brother just dropped me off at the Greyhound. They bought me an early ticket. I was on my way to Georgia, which I didn't know I had plans on coming back. My intention was not to be in Georgia forever. I was forced to go to Georgia. I didn't want to be in Georgia. I wanted to be with my baby's father. And I found my way back to Vegas, and she thought she did some shit, and she didn't. And when she found out I was back in Vegas, and where the fuck was I living when I came back to Vegas? Back in my motherfucking apartment, the same motherfucking apartment she tried to kick me out of, 2 months earlier? And her face hit the floor when she saw me back in this motherfucking city. Yeah, bitch, you didn't do too much. You didn't do too much. That's story number 1. Let's go to story number 2, shall we? Shall we? Okay, story number 2. Here's another one for you. Another doozy. Trying to get me locked up, right? So she can get custody of my son. This one was so far-fetched, I couldn't believe it myself. So I'm at work. At this time, I have got my CNA license. Where am I living? I live on Maryland Parkway by the UNLV College out here. My job is near where I live at now. I live in Northtown, and my job is not too far. My old job is not too far where I live from now. But where I used to live is all the way across town. So, and I didn't have a car, so I had to ride a bus home. So anytime my mama used to call me out of the blue and be like, baby, what's going on? Or, how you doing, baby? Anytime she said that, I always knew it was some shit that was finna follow after she said, how you doing, baby? So I said, Mama, what's going on now? What's wrong now? So she said, well, your sister called me and let me know that she calling the police on you and the CPS, and she said that she contacted an attorney because she believed that you abused your kids, and I have 24 hours to relinquish my parental rights to her, or I'm going to jail. Now, I'm going to give you the backstory to this. Back then, I used to whoop Keyshawn, as probably every black person did, you know. I was whooped when I was a kid, so I thought that's how I wanted to raise my kids, by whooping them too. And then it turns out over the years, that's not what I wanted to do anymore. So after so many years of I'm not really liking how whoopings feel, even for me, I didn't get any gratification out of whooping my own children. So eventually I stopped whooping them anyway. And my youngest son never got whoopings a day in his life. He's 12 years old. He don't even know what a belt feels like. Because my two kids, knowing because they're my kids, I realize what kind of kids I have. I have two sensitive children, so you don't have to raise a belt to them to get what you want from them. All you gotta do is yell at their ass, and then they both in here crying because they're two sensitive ass kids. So back then, though, I didn't know that. I was young mom. I was I'm honest as hell. I played plenty of mistakes, probably like every other first time mom trying to figure it out, teenage mom, young mom, early 20s, don't know a thing about being a mother. You know, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out motherhood. In her eyes, I should have been the perfect mother, and I was a horrible mother, and how dare I whoop my child? So I whooped him. She got upset. She calls the police. I'm arguing with her on the phone from work, going home on the bus. She's like, yeah, bitch, when you get home, bitch, the police is going to be at your motherfucking door. You going to jail tonight? I didn't even get a chance to tell my baby father what the hell was going on. He's outside on the front smoking a blunt. By the time I get to the front, the police is walking up too. My baby daddy was literally like this. They said, put the blunt down, put your hands behind your back. This man go to jail for smoking the blunt, all because my motherfucking sister trying to get me arrested. So he goes to jail. I let the police in. I think at this time, my baby was born. Trey was born at this time. So Trey's in his baby crib. And they go in there and investigate and look at the kids and all this other stuff. And they say she have these pictures. I said, well, where is the pictures? Produce the product. Where is the pictures? Nobody ever produced the product, so I ended up calling my mom, and my mom ended up flying in from, I think my mom was living in Georgia at this time. She flew in from Georgia, as she usually do several times before. Anytime something happens like this, so my sister do something crazy, somebody has to come fly out. My mom always ended up flying out to try to save the day. So this particular time, once again, she thought my mom was actually coming out here to take Keyshawn from me and take him to Georgia. That wasn't my mama's plan. My mom's plan was just literally come out here, kill this noise, tell these people what they need to hear, so she could get her ass back on the plane and go the fuck back home. That's exactly what my mom did. She came out here, talked to the CPS people, said, yes, I'm gonna take it with me. This is crazy. I'm taking it with me, blah blah. They left. They closed the case. They thought my Keyshawn was gone. My mama hopped her ass on the plane and was gone. Felicia was, rejoicing. Yeah, bitch, I got your motherfucking son. Take it, bitch. Yeah, you don't need him anyway. You a terrible mother anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Lo and behold, my son literally sitting right next to me. Eventually, she found out that Keyshawn was still in town, that he never left. And she once again had motherfucking egg on her motherfucking face. Why? Because she thought she did something. She couldn't physically get him from me, but she thought she had she thought she had her. I got that nigga. I got her anyway on the back end. She still don't got him though. He may not be with me, but she don't got him. And yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. You see where I'm going with this? This is the kind of stuff that my sister have done and always do. And this over the year, it has slowly put a more and more deeper strain on me in her relationships, period, point blank. After one of these, I had stopped, I would take 1 or 2 years with even not even speaking to her, because I'm like, absolutely not. Like, who the fuck does shit like this to their family? Who the fuck does shit like this to her sister? Like, who the fuck does shit like this to try to get your sister arrested so you can have their child? And then when my other baby was born, like, she hated my baby father at this time. Like, she hated him for other reasons. I'm not even clearly sure why she hated him, but she hated him like a motherfucker. When we had Trey, she hated Trey. Like, for years she hated Trey because she hated my baby father. Like, she would come over to the house, bring bags. I mean, when I tell you she used to shop for Keyshawn, she used to bring bags of clothes for Keyshawn. And I'd be like, you have anything with Trey? Who? Trey did not exist to her for years. I would be like, can you drop them off at daycare? Keyshawn would be fresh from head to toe, bitch. My baby wouldn't even she wouldn't even take Trey a bath. She would send Trey to the daycare with shit all over him. Like, yo, I'm just dropping his ass off. This is my nephew right here, though. This is my baby right here, though. He didn't exist to her. I don't even know how it ended up that she, like, started embracing him. Like, she had no love for Trey, not even a little bit. And then I was like, look, bitch, like, if you can't do for the both of them, you're not finna do for any of them. You can keep all of that. Don't bring any shit over here for Keyshawn if you don't have anything for Trey. Because ain't no separation going on. I'm like, I don't care about that you have your issue with my baby father. You can hate him all you want to. But this is your nephew at the end of the day. If you can't see both of them, if you're not taking both of them, if you're not buying for both of them, you're not buying for one of them. And you can keep all of that shit because I don't need it. So when she started realizing, her actions, and it became clear after a certain point when, after all her antics with her kids, trying her hardest to get Keyshawn, when mom say, fuck no, you're not seeing them, and ain't nobody gonna go around me and do anything otherwise outside of, their mom said, you can't see them. So you can't see them. And she didn't see them for years. And that broke her heart because she, as I said, her obsession with Keyshawn was above and beyond. So her not being able to see him broke her down to, okay, I accept that I am just the auntie. I am not Keyshawn's mother. So I have to still put her in her place to this day. To this day, I have to put the law down to this day when it comes to the children. So, like, when she try to do good things, hey, Trey needs tutoring, she would tutor him until she treats Trey like he's Keyshawn in high school. And I have to put my foot down. No, he's 12 o'clock. He's 12 years old. You're not finna do him like this all day. Well, he needs to get this study on. I hear you. Mother says this is over. It's over. Good night, Felicia. Then she can't say nothing. So I had to let her know I'm the parent when it comes to the children. You can do whatever you want to try to get your hands on them, to try to run some shit when it comes to them. But guess what? You're not the parent. And that burned her deep inside when she had to realize she is not the parent. She is just the auntie. So over the years, we have had some serious issues. And those issues have, put a strain on our personal relationship with each other, our real relationship with each other. There is no real relationship with each other anymore. Like, because I don't trust her enough to be around her long enough. I used to always say, I can only be around her for about an hour or two and then I'm gone. Because after that, something's going to happen and then we're going to get into it and then I'm gone. I'm like, so I don't trust her enough to have a relationship with her. And I don't really want to at this moment. I'm 35 years old. Any milestones that I have, I don't even want to include her in them, because I don't want her bringing any negativity or any drama my way, or finding any reason to ruin anything I have good going on in my life. And anytime she see me doing something great or something good, she is there to ruin it. And I keep all that away from me as far as I can possibly throw. Don't bring it over here, because I don't want it. So these are the last two little stories that I'm going to tell you real quick, so you can get an idea of where we are in our relationship. So this has recently happened with my car and my brother. So my sister lives in this apartment or condo area where you just can't walk up and drive up. You have to, get permission to be let in. And if she don't want you there, she can tell the security guard not to let you in, right? So she was going through some issues with her health, and I was trying to be there as best as I could. As most people know, I work a hell of a lot, so I don't have a lot of free time. So during this time, I specifically took off so I can help her. So before then, I had my baby father have a truck. At this moment now, I work from home unless it's on the weekends. So I don't really drive my car through the week. Knowing she has some health issues going on, I said, here, you can keep my car, get yourself together, prepare yourself from what you have going on in the future, what you got coming up. Here is my car. She had my car from the middle of June to probably almost August. I think I went to California maybe the beginning of August. So she had my car for a while. I didn't complain. You could do whatever you want. Her surgery was in the middle of August or something like that. So she had my car for a while. So I said my baby father was going out of town after we was coming back from out of town from our vacation. He was going back out of town because he had to do something back in California. So I said, I need my car, right? She's going to tell me that I can't have my car unless I either give her money back, because she put a new battery in my car, which I didn't ask her to. I have roadside assistance. But mind you, this is my car. So if somebody gives you their car to keep, and they say, I need my car back, what are you supposed to say? Okay, no problem, come and get it. Not, you can't get your car back unless you give me my battery, my money back, or I'm going to take that battery out and you get your fucking car towed from my house to yours. Who says that when that person was nice enough to give you their fucking car in the first place? Now, I'm in California dealing with this shit. I calls my other sister. My other sister literally calls her on the phone and was like, well, how much is the battery? She said, I think it was around $150. She said, all right, I'm going to cash app you the money. The bitch didn't even want it. She didn't even want it. She pitched a bitch. My other sister was like, bitch, are you even listening? I'm trying to give you the money so this issue will die. It wasn't about the $150, because she didn't want the $150. And especially she didn't want it from Christina. She wanted it from me because she felt I'm slighting her. I'm taking her transportation. Bitch, before I gave you my car, how the fuck was you getting around? On the fucking group, what you call it thing? Uber. That's how you was getting around before I nicely gave you my motherfucking car, which I didn't have to do. But yet I did it because of your help. And I tried to be nice. And I cannot be nice to this bitch. Ever. I cannot be nice to this bitch. So I'm trying to be cool, enjoy my motherfucking vacation. I'm arguing with my baby daddy dumbass because of the shit that he was doing, low key behind my motherfucking back, talking shit to my sister while we on vacation about this motherfucking situation. He have his own motherfucking conversation. So I had to check his ass in California. Bitch, who the fuck are you fucking married? Who the fuck are you with, my nigga? If you with my motherfucking sister, then you need to go live with her broke ass. Both of you broke bitches need to go live together. Because I ain't finna take care of no motherfucking bitch who would slide out of me to my motherfucking bitch who don't even like me. My own motherfucking blood who would spit on my motherfucking grave. You got the nerve to be having a conversation with her about anything that got anything to do with me and you. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Excuse me for being aggressive, but this conversation gets me pissed talking about this bitch, okay? So So I get back to Vegas. I didn't even get my car. For like 3 extra days. I came back on Sunday. I still didn't get my car. And this bitch is telling everybody in the family the only way she's going to get her motherfucking car is if she come and get it towed from my motherfucking condo. I actually gave the fuck in and was like, you know what? I'm done. I got to ride over there and just fucking went to go get it because my baby father act like he was too bitch to take me to go over there. Me and him was having mad issues. He was trying to do any and every fucking thing to avoid going over there because he knew me and my sister probably was finna bang it out. I just wanted my motherfucking car. Stop being a bitch all your motherfucking life. So I had to check his ass again. And my other sister in Georgia, the same motherfucker who was finna send $150 to this bitch in the first place. Now she have to fucking check his dumb ass for being a bitch and not support his motherfucking wife. Yes, I'm calling him one because that's how the fuck he was acting. So eventually I get my car back. Okay, lesson learned. I've never been nice to this bitch again. Never giving her a goddamn thing. No. See, I can't be nice to you. Because once I be nice to you, you do shit like this. Like, who does that? And then this is the last story I'm going to tell. And then I'm going to end this story time. And then I'm going to kind of talk and try to sum this up. And this happened recently. So this could have went farther than what it did if I would have saw it. So my brother is a crackhead. He's on meth. He started fucking with this meth head ass white bitch out here. He got hooked on the drugs. He popped up at my house a couple weeks ago with his luggage and shit on my front porch. And the only reason why I let him in is because my older sister said let him in. If he go back to them streets, he's gonna die of the drugs and stuff. So I said, let's be clear. He's only staying here because is he living with you? She said, yes, he's living with me. I said, okay, that's the only reason I'm gonna let him in. 2-3 days had passed already. He's still in my house. My brother has put up speakers and shit, made my living room his room. No. My living room is not your room, buddy. So I'm telling my baby father once again, take him to my sister's because he's not living here. He's getting a little bit too comfortable here. You getting a little bit too comfortable because you got a friend here. But no, I'm not taking care of no crackhead. On one person income, I have 2 kids that I'm taking care of. You who don't work, and you finna bring another motherfucker who don't work, who got mad issues with drugs up in here, and you think I'm finna to take care of him too and feed and shelter him too? Y'all got me fucked up. So if this is what y'all think is finna happen, I'm either finna move out and leave all y'all broke asses in this place, or he's finna go and stay with my motherfucking sister. So I tell her that, and this bitch gonna tell me I'm motherfucking selfish. For years, she took care of me and my kids and my other siblings. She spent $40,000 on us. I'm complaining about taking care of 5 people on one income. And when she popped her ass and she was selling pussy to provide for everybody else, I'm selfish because I don't want to take on no crackhead and his issues. I'm not doing it. I will be selfish then. That's what you want to call me. I will be selfish. How about if you're not so selfish, take his ass in. It's been 3 days. The only reason why he took his ass in, the only reason why she took his ass in was because his ass ran away to try to go back to go get some more crack and meth. And I told her I'm not finna chase his ass down. The only way I'm going to get him, or I'm sending my baby father to go and get him, is if he's dropping his ass off at your house. That's what fine, bring his ass over here then. Bring his ass over here then. Okay, say less. That's how he got his ass up out here. He went to my sister's house now because he was finna go back to the crack. But no. But I ain't gonna tell any more stories because these stories can go on and on and on. This could be an hour, 2 hour long video. But I gave y'all these stories so y'all can see the frustration that I have dealing with my sister and how over these past 15 years of living here in Las Vegas. It has not been easy because of all the stuff that has happened one after another, year after year. I don't let her near me at this point. I don't let her near me. I try to extend my hand if she needs assistance with her health. But outside of that, I don't go near my sister because I'm cautious. What do she have up her sleeve when I walk in there? What bomb she's about to drop? What is she about to do to me now that, that nobody in this world have ever done or thought about doing? What is this snake finna do to me now? So I would rather stay on my side of town and you stay your ass in Henderson, 40 minutes away from me. You can't get to me because you ain't got no ride, and I have no reason to come to you because I don't even want to see you, talk to you, visit you, nothing. Because you're too much drama. She's too much drama for me. She has brought too much drama in my life. I wish I had another kind of relationship with her. I really wish I do. Like my other siblings, that would be great. But that's just not my ministry with this particular family member. It is just not. I see that she hates me, always have been, because of the stuff that she's done to me. And what's really sad is in her brain, she has rationalized everything that she has done to anybody on this planet, whether it's ex-boyfriends, family members, friends, whatever. In her brain, once she rationalized what she has done, there's no change in it. She believes everything that she has thought up in her head. She is right. And everybody around her could be telling her, bitch, you are wrong. And she'll be like, fuck all y'all. Fuck all y'all. I'm not always the bad person. Yeah, you are. If everybody else is telling you what the fuck you're doing wrong, you're the only one who can see it. And I'm pretty forgiving. I'm a pretty forgiving person. All you have to do for me, is just apologize, acknowledge and apologize. I can literally take it and forgive it and move on. I don't hold on to too much stuff. But with her, she has never in 15 years said I'm sorry for nothing, acknowledged her wrong in nothing, and it will never happen. So it has put up a serious wall for my sister where I don't even let her into my life, and probably will not. I would love at some point in the future to be able, after COVID over, to go on our fucking family vacation I've been trying to do forever. And every time we have the discussion, everybody in the group is always saying, "Oh, we inviting Felicia? Oh, we inviting Felicia?" I'm never the one who's saying it because I'm never inviting Felicia. But the other siblings is like, "Oh, we inviting Felicia? Oh, we inviting Felicia?" Because everybody know what the fuck problem she's gonna bring. Everybody know but her that nobody else want her to deal with her. Nobody else want her around but her. She's the only one who don't know the shit. But sadly, because everybody is so far away, they don't have to deal with her. I've had to deal with it and take all this shit and deal with all this shit for years. And I have never got it. I'm sorry, and I probably will never get it. And which is sad. And until then, me and her relationship is going to be exactly the way it is. A no-real relationship. I have no feelings towards her. I love her because she's my sister, but I don't wish her any harm. I hope her much success in whatever she have going on. But I do not have any room for her in my life. I do not want her in my life. I do not want her around me. I do not want her to come near me. And I love being with social and being with people and feeling energy of feeling vibes with people. I love connecting. But that's one person who I refuse to go anywhere near. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. And I don't feel bad about it at this point, no matter what. The next time you see me with my sister, something has to be dead wrong. Like dead wrong. Other than that, you're not going to see a picture with my sister. You're not going to see me walking hand in hand with my sister. You're not going to see me going shopping with you ain't going to see shit. Because me and her ain't hanging around like that. Because I don't want her in my space. Because when she's in my space, she brings trouble into my life. And ain't nobody got time to be fighting and going to jail or any of that. Because she be on her bullshit. Because she hates me. So, I don't know what I wanted out of this story time. I don't know how to even really end this story time, but I just wanted to talk about it so y'all can see and understand the frustration that I have towards this one particular family member. And if anybody have siblings like this who they just do not get along with, who they just, you know, if it's parents, if it's cousins or whatever, please drop down in the comment section down below. Let's talk about it. Let's get a conversation going so I can understand if there's even a way to mend a relationship that has been broken for so many years. All right, so if you guys enjoyed this story time, please again give it a thumbs up. Pop, pop. Hope there's no thumbs down in this story, but give it a thumbs up. Again, like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. Help us build this channel. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you, old subscribers, for being A1 Day One. And thank you, future subscribers who is going to find me on YouTube. Again, follow me on my social media, Keyshawn Maurice Robinson on Facebook, and Sleepless in LVNV. Sleepless in LVNV on Instagram. All right, guys. Thank you so much again for this story time. Next time, see you on another story time. Oh, Thanksgiving vlog is coming up. So excited about that. Okay, see you again this week with Thanksgiving vlog, and next week's story time. Bye.